Hi, I'm Glen Macnow along with my pal Joe Sixpack. Our show is What's Brewing. We're taking a little bit of a hiatus, but we're going to do a couple of short segments for you in the interim, which you'll find on YouTube and social media. We're at Conshohocken Brewing Company, Bridgeport Brew Pub. I got a nice type
Looks great. Nice
yeah.
beer.
Oh, there's not
Where's
one
mine,
for
Glenn?
you. I'm sorry. Here you go, Joe Sixpack. Let me pour you one. Oh,
What
yeah.
are you doing?
Well, okay, I did this for a purpose. Beer over ice, and Joe Sixpack, I did this because I hate to say it, but this is a thing. And so I want to find out from you if this is in fact as much of an abomination as I think.
A thing on Mars?
No, it's a thing in this country. I have a friend, Joey Chags, who's been doing this for years. I know a lot of other people do it. They say it helps them stay hydrated, drink the beer slow. Yeah, they get the water during the beer.
Glenn.
They want to slow it down.
Beer on ice is just wrong. I mean, it is just wrong. It's like wearing,
mine's good.
you know, black shoes with blue pants. I don't know.
I might do that. But anyway,
Okay.
I understand what you're saying. So, but there has been a debate in recent times, and maybe it goes back further, about pouring your beer over ice. David Chang, who's a big celebrity chef on TV, says he's got a show on Netflix. He said, let me read this to you. Beer and ice is how I like to pair spicy, delicious food. Any naysayers don't drink their beer fast enough. Koozies are for suckers.
Listen, David Chang might be a good chef, but he's got his head up as you know what when it comes to beer. This is a guy that once wrote an entire column bashing craft beers, saying that his favorite beer in the world was a Bud Light because he doesn't like flavor in his beer.
Oh, well.
Now, what kind of a chef doesn't like flavor?
We wouldn't have a show if that were the case for
Really?
everybody. Adam Rappaport is the editor-in-chief of Bon Appetit, right? You would
Right.
think he's got credentials. I drink my Coke with club soda, my Bloody Marys on ice, so the real question is, why shouldn't I drink my beer on ice?
A, because it's just wrong, and secondly, because it does have an impact on the flavor.
Yeah, let me try that.
I mean, it dilutes the beer, first
Yeah,
of
it's
all.
already weak.
Yeah, it's going to dilute the flavor of the beer, and, you know, an IPA on ice, first of all, it doesn't need to be that cold. To get the flavor, you know, a beer like an IPA wants to be served at around 50 degrees, not 32 degrees.
All right, my son was recently in Vietnam, and I get a sense that this is much more of a thing over in Asia. He said when he was in Vietnam, all of the places basically serve the beer on ice. There's even a name for it, Bia Da. I may be saying it wrong.
Probably.
But he said it's 110 degrees there. Refrigeration is a problem.
All right,
So it's a regular thing.
I can understand it from that perspective, and especially if you think beer as being a cold, refreshing beverage. But I just wouldn't do it with a craft beer. That's all I can say.
Well, okay, so that's my question. Are there certain beers that maybe it would work better than others?
You know, maybe just a sort of a bland, flavorless, mega brewed lager that has no real flavor in it anyway, and you just want to drink it to get cold.
That sounds really inviting.
Yeah.
But for an IPA, a porter, anything like that, and not.
Yeah,
no.
exactly. Like,
Okay.
if we're going to drink it on ice, I think you may as well
Go whole hog.
drink it out of a straw.
I also read that maybe this became a little more popular in recent years because Michelettas, which are cocktail, which I think we tried some of those
Yes,
beer
yeah.
cocktails, that those, with lime and hot sauce and so on, a little ice.
Different animal, that is more like a cocktail, so it is not a beer.
All right, so 2 suggestions if you're going to do this. Number 1, you've seen they have those stainless steel ice cubes, right?
Yes.
They're good. I actually have some at
Really?
home and they work. Oh,
For
yeah.
like whiskey, that sort of thing?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I don't like Scotch on the rocks for the same reason. It dilutes it, but I
Right.
do like it cold sometimes, so you put in these stainless steel ice cubes and they work. The second answer, and I'm curious if you ever tried this. Have you ever just poured beer into an ice cube tray, throw that sucker in the freezer, and then if you want your beer cold, just there you go.
Probably by mistake doing that, and then putting the ice cubes in my iced tea or something.
Well, that may not be bad. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the. Cheers to you, Joseph.
Yeah.
No, he's not doing it.
It's an uneasy feeling to have our worlds grind to a halt, all across Montgomery County, from Ambler to Pottstown, Lansdale to Norristown, and everywhere in between. To not visit the places that fill our lives, to see empty parking lots, closed parks, and once bustling streets now quiet. But the signs you'll pass in the windows remind us what we're doing this for. To strengthen our community, We stand together by staying apart and pick each other up. Although we have to pause travel right now, nothing will ever stop the powerful way travel changes us. And like our heroes of the past and our heroes of the present, we'll rise again, we'll fly again, we'll stay and play and thrive again. Because we're Montco strong, and we'll get through this together.